Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and we finally unlocked Magneto's potential. So I just want to give you guys a quick little showcase at level 70 tier 3 before we go and check out the level 80 stuff, because I've heard a lot of people try and sing the praises of Magneto at level 80, and that's great. But I also did want to highlight how he's not that impressive at level 70 despite my best efforts. So we're going to be going here at stage 34, which is where I had previously tested him with his old uniform, his House of X white Magneto uniform. And then we're going to be... Can we dodge this cage? I don't think we can. No, we cannot. Okay. And then we're going to be looking back at what it was, how much worse it was. And believe me, it was a lot worse. With this rotation here, I know you can instant cancel the 6, but we're actually proccing on 6 with an energy CTP, because I find it does better, and it also lines up your next proc better, which can be an issue if you don't cancel into the 6. And basically, I don't want to goof up my next rotation, so that's what I'm doing here. So that's a pretty... We're going to save the tier 3 here. That's a pretty good run, to be honest. It could be maybe 5 seconds faster if I dodged the second cage, but that's about it. So to compare that to what he was at before, this is where he was... you know, just a few days ago before this uniform came out. Like I said, he died here, or, you know, just to mention here, he died. He has 0 HP. He got slapped by one of the tentacles. So I think the biggest upgrade for Magneto is in his survivability at level 70, and that's what you're going to notice, is that he doesn't die anymore because he has a 30% heal now. That's really good. However, if you look at the time, it's not explosively better. For a uniform that is 2.5 years old, or I think this came out in 2020. It did come out in 2020. Yeah, this uniform is almost 3 years old. You would expect a bit more of an explosive upgrade for him. And I think, again, they gated it behind the level 80. They gated it behind the tier 4, as they do for some characters like Blue Dragon, Namor, etc. So we've sort of seen this before. But this is really what I'm talking about when I say that I'm not blown away by his performance at level 70, and they made him more proc friendly, so I can fit more of his skills into a rotation, right? And I'm only, you know, he died at 37 bars, so I'm maybe 25. I would say at most I'm 30 seconds faster. People usually don't get hyped up for a 30-second faster clear, right? They just don't. I'm gonna finish this run off so you guys can see what this full thing looks like, not just the first phase. But yeah, this is the test that I wanted to do at level 70 before we go ahead and take him to level 80. Again, I cancel everything into the tier 3 when I have it, and I just find that this rotation is pretty darn good. Now, we got slapped when he landed, so unfortunately we are in a bit of a pickle defensively at the moment, but that's okay. Kind of wish we had skipped the spike phase. I think Magneto still has survivability issues, by the way, even though I said that's the third thing you're going to notice, is that he's a lot tankier now because of the heal. He still has low defenses and low HP, so if you get hit too many times, you're still going to die. So keep that in mind. Like, only 76,000 HP, as you can see there. He's 100,000 below, you know, he's well below both of them there. Both Ancient One and Ebony Maw. His stats just are not built for HP. Now no, we didn't miss it. Nice. I really like his tier 3 where he throws all those... Now we're going to push this here because we can use the co-op skill to hide. And then we can send him to the next phase, and we can... Ooh, okay. Oh, he died. Wow. Okay, so, yeah, I was trying to dodge the spikes. Wasn't doing a very good job of it. I think we've cleared this with about 2 minutes left. That's my guess. So, again, like... 2 minutes left on the clear with a CTP of energy. Not that good. I think even at level 70, even with the CTP of energy at level 70, I think he's slower than Doctor Strange with a rage. And keep in mind, energy is faster than rage for World Boss Legend content specifically. So, yeah, like I said, if you just compare him at level 70, I know he can go higher, so people are going to get on my case about that. But I think he's a disappointment at level 70. I genuinely believe that. And if you're only going to keep him at level 70, I think this uniform is a skip. I think at level 70, this uniform is a skip. However, he can go higher, so that's what the rest of the video is. Let's go ahead and unlock his second potential. Magus. Or, sorry, Magnus. I'm thinking of Adam Warlock. Magnus. All right, we have a ton of tier 3 materials, so let's just go ahead and use these really quickly. We actually do have bios of his, believe it or not, from farming this epic quest forever. So we can actually use his bios to get a little bonus there and speed this process up. And of course, I already have his uniform mythic, so there's really nothing else I'm going to be using the bios for. And at least in this time, I won't feel bad for using his bios on other characters. I'm gonna go ahead and use some Titan component packs. And last one here. Bada bing, bada boom. And yeah, there we go. The Silent Council. Nice. All right, so we've got our level 80 Magneto now. There are a lot of tests that I want to perform, but for now, we're just going to quickly go over the build, and then I want to go back into those stages and try him on a couple of other stages. I do want to give him, ultimately, I think, a CTP of Rage because of that guaranteed crit rate that he has. Also because a lot of people have said, or some people have said, that he is very good for farming. Farming Dispatch, farming Dimension Rifts, mainly because a lot of the enemies in those missions are human enemies. So I may have underestimated his passive. It may still have a lot of value for farming, especially if you were late and you didn't jump on that boat to get your Thor level 80 or Thor tier 4 for farming or whatever. You may have an alternative for farming in Magneto. However, I know that a lot of players who are looking for a character to be their farming god don't have the crystals to throw away on Magneto, so I understand that it's a little bit of an awkward juxtaposition of sort of cost versus value. But yeah, as far as the build goes, we just have a bunch of Uru, energy attack, crit damage. His crit damage is quite overcapped because of his passive now and because of the CTP of energy. But yeah, 70% almost capped crit rate, almost capped dodge, and everything else that's important is capped already. And then we have a CTP of energy with a 200 proc and 40% ignore dodge. We're really trying to shore up that ignore dodge for Null specifically. And then for the uniform options, we have double energy attack, double dodge, and then the HP. And then for the ISO 8 set, we have Power of Angry Hulk with no artifact. Now, his artifact, I'm not 100% sure what it does, so let me just double check. It gives him basic damage to boss types and ignore dodge. So that's actually pretty good. It's a lower instinct roll. It's 0.3 rather than the 0.4 or the 0.5 that you see on like Namor and Iron Man. It would still be good for PvE content. But anywho, let's go back into the stage now and get absolutely blown away. Let's get the hair pulled back on my forehead. So we can start the balding rumors on how good he is now. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, whoa, this is crazy, he's so OP. Yeah, I know, that's kind of the point of level 80. But yeah, we got our buffs removed, which is really cool. We delayed with the 2 as well because we could fit it into the rotation. Getting our buffs removed. So there we actually, yeah, it's like stupidly faster. Okay, he's like 45 seconds faster than that. I actually didn't have the 5 up, but I knew I would have enough damage there. He has a decent burst damage, as you can see there. His burst damage is pretty decent, that you can squeeze in some hits when bosses are just sort of like tra-la-lying in between phases. I think we missed the proc. So I'm gonna pop the tier 3 here because I don't want to go through the spike phase, and it looks like I'm going through the spike phase anyways. Okay, I goofed up massively there, so this should be done. This should have been done. Yeah, I think I missed 2 procs in a row. You can still miss with him if you goof it up. He's very proc friendly though, but it just annoys me, his 5th skill. I know it would make him good with like a reforge energy, because I could just spend this time dancing around the arena, charging up my my proc, whatever the strike proc on the destruction, or the whatever the energy proc is. But it's annoying to me. It annoys me with other characters as well, so it's not like a Magneto specific thing. Didn't have enough time to squeeze in the damage there. So yeah, I think he could do this in 100 seconds here if you had a better rotation. Yeah, my bad. Listen, I'm not trying to undersell Magneto here. Okay, here, stage 34. I had this planned. All right, we're gonna go and grab Magneto. We got Taskmaster. Here we go. We've got the Dark Loyalty team up with Mystique. Okay, very nice. And we're going to give him the full host of strikers here. All right, so that he can do his work. We're not going to give him a tier 4 striker. That would be a little bit dumb. But that should be good. He's not universal, so I can't use Morgan Le Fay. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Alternatively, we could have also used Captain America's old Hydra uniform to give him an extra 12% increased damage to supervillains, or Captain Marvel's. I think Captain Marvel's, actually, maybe not. But let's see, first of all, how the proc... He died. Are you joking? What? Okay, so dying to the purple circles. Haven't seen that for a long time, but I do know what to do to avoid it, at least in the beginning. We use the co-op skill to protect ourselves. Cool, cool, cool. Nice, nice, nice. He's going to jump back here, so we're going to wait for the jump back before we combo him off. Should be a nice burst of damage, and it is. Okay, good stuff. But we do have to kind of avoid him because Magneto doesn't have any defenses. All right. I'm going to try to squeeze out the last bit of damage. Nice, nice. I just wanted to get through this phase before the phase with the Shadow Clones, because otherwise it's really annoying to go from the Shadow Clone phase to this phase, especially since you can burst him down. He's like stunned after the Shadow Clone phase. Okay, we're just gonna play this safe here. Wow, I'm actually really shocked that he died. It's giving me like Black Widow level 80 vibes. Don't like that. Don't really like that he died so easily. Jeez, let's see how he performs on this phase here. And we use like one skill to take them all out. Okay. The AoE is not necessarily what I was hoping to see, but his individual damage on skills is good. So you would just want to, you know, you don't want to spam the full rotation on one of these guys. You want to just use one or two skills. Nice. And then it's a little close. It's a little close. Let's wait here. We got to wait quite a while for the fourth skill to pop up. I think I missed my proc. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Yeah, he certainly hits hard. Who are we talking about here? Magneto or Gore? All right. So, yeah, I hate how long that fifth skill takes, man. That's never going to be fun to watch tick down. I mean, maybe with a rage, it just won't matter, I guess. Okay, we got to dodge this. All right, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know. I'm still kind of unimpressed. I'm still kind of unimpressed because you gotta think, right? Like, okay, this is the speed that he's doing it with. Cool. But then you have the issue of survivability, right? So I don't even think this is the fastest clear I've seen from a level 80. But on top of that, not only is it not the fastest, but you then have to, you know, you have to also coordinate really carefully because otherwise he'll die. I have to kill that thing, otherwise it's gonna keep AoEing and kill me, right? And so that's kind of the bigger worry here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, sure. He's gonna do another dash. We had to cancel out of the 6, the co-op, because of the damage that those circles were gonna do. Our next proc activated early by accident. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sold here. I don't know. Weird. People were so impressed with Magneto at level 80, and I'm not seeing it right now. At least with an energy, I'm not seeing it. Maybe with a brilliant hoo-ha, that'll change. But what the hell just happened? Oh my gosh. Yeah, sorry guys. I lost track of Gore. I don't know what the hell he did. He's not supposed to jump back after that attack. That was super weird. I lost targeting on him, and then Magneto got stuck on a skill, and then he died. Yeah. So I was hoping that the first half of this video would be like, and then the second half of this video would be like, haha. But I'm still not impressed. I'm really still not impressed. 56,000 HP is hilariously low, like hilariously low for a character. If you just compare him to you know, Cyclops has 62,000. He has less HP than Cyclops, right? And it's not like I have a bunch of HP Urus on Cyclops, right? And it's not like I don't even have an insight on Cyclops where it's like, oh, you're getting extra HP from the insight. No, I'm not. His defensive stats are legitimately garbage. You know, he's got more defense than Cyclops, but that's it. He's got less HP than Cyclops. That's not cool. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess at level 80, I would say his damage is obviously better, but his survivability might not even make him good for these stages anyways. So then you might need to take him to tier 4. I'm always so disappointed with these characters. Yeah, this is tough. I'll do more practice behind the scenes, and I'll do an updated video. Maybe a rage like really taps into something primal with Magneto, and it like really makes him better. But right now I'm very disappointed, and there isn't much that I can do to tweak his build at this point. Like, he's getting one-tapped by a lot of the content. Yeah. Anyways, that sucks. And his tier 4 skill has no defense on it. It's all damage, I believe. If I remember correctly, it's all damage. Snare, and then increases his attack. Yeah, it's just damage. There's no heal or anything. Yikes. All right, guys, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching Magneto, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.